There are three types of grasping: Tanha, Mana, and Ditthi. Tanha is craving, Mana conceit, Ditthi wrong view. Etamama, this is mine, it is clinging with craving. Esoha masami, this is me, it is craving with conceit. Eso me atta, this is myself, it is clinging with wrong view. Craving, we crave many things. When one has taken delight in an object with craving, even if the object does not belong to oneself, it is grasped with craving as if it is one's own. So going to the market and one sees delightful objects, many objects, one takes delight in them as if one already owns them. He likes many things, he fancy many things, he put them on in imagination, the shoes, trousers, many things. He wear them in imagination as if they were one's own already. So people grasp at everything, animate or inanimate, as if one's own, if he or she fancy them. So Buddha asked whether it is wise to grasp and take delight as this is mine in things that are impermanent, suffering and subject to change. So what Buddha wants to mean, Buddha means whether it is proper to delight in terrible suffering. So when we practice meditation, we have to emphasize to observe internally. Ijjhata. Ijjhata means internal. So meditators don't look for any outside object and observe continuously own rupa. So if you observe your own rupa constantly, yogis can see the rupas are continuously originating and dissolving. Yogis see the physical phenomena arising and disappearing as they really are. Then yogi would be frightened, just like having to live in the dilapidated building, even though feeling well and all right at the present moment. A change for the worse may take place depending on conditions and circumstances. Sometimes morning session, meditation good, and evening totally change, not good. And body also change very fast, yogi realized. So yogi, when he realized in this way, yogi realized that rupa is not enduring even for a moment. Rupa is always changing, and yogi realized rupa is terrible suffering. When yogi realized that rupa is not enduring even for a moment, how could you take delight in it? Would anyone choose with great pleasure as one's life partner someone who is going to become a patient within hours or days? Some people may say, "Oh, it's true love, so even though she is or he is going to become a patient, I have to choose as my partner." But it is not easy. Would anyone choose with great pleasure as one's life partner who is going to die very soon? No one would take delight in such course of action if he or she really knows what is about to happen. In the same way, when yogi sees the unceasing process of origination and dissolution of the aggregates, yogi finds only terrible suffering in them. When yogi finds them the terrible suffering, yogi has no desire to grasp his rupa as this is mine. So Thuzana fading away. The group of 5 bhikkhus answered when Buddha asked, "It is not proper to regard the rupa as this is mine, no hitam bhante." If we do not practice meditation, if we do not observe our rupa, we are very proud, we are conceited. So we consider this rupa as this is me. It is to cling to our rupa with conceit. So when one has good eyes, good ears, etc., I can see, I can hear, I can see very well, I can hear very well, etc., one begins to take pride in them. I have good eyes, I have good ears, I look beautiful, I have a pleasant voice, I am well, I am strong. So that is clinging with conceit. So Buddha asks, is it proper to cling to rupa in this manner with conceit? Why we are proud, why we are conceited? Conceit is developed with regard to our possession. When there is misconception, you think that they are enduring, they are permanent. The material qualities of eyes, ears, visible forms, you wrongly think that they are permanent, and consequently, conceit arises. So take for an instant the case of a person who has a cache of wealth, gold, silver, etc., hidden in a certain place. The owner is full of pride over his wealth. He thinks that the cash is in that place. I have these cash. One day the thieves steal this wealth, and when the person knows that his cash has been robbed, his cash has been stolen, he no longer owns any property. Then the bubble of his conceit gets burst. So while we are proud and conceited because we cling to our material qualities of eyes, ears, etc., are enduring and permanent. Actually, eyes, ears, nose, tongues, etc., become manifest at the moment of seeing, at the moment of hearing, at the moment of smelling, touching, thinking. They are still thinking. So for the yogi, they are practicing meditation. They are always observing the rupa, and they know the rupa all vanish after they have arisen, and all pride vanish. You have no pride of I have good eyes, I'm beautiful, I'm healthy, etc. So when yogis see the rupas vanish immediately, yogi have no mana. So when Buddha asks, is it proper to regard rupa as this is me? The 5 bhikkhus answer, it is not proper, the Blessed One. And the Blessed One let it be known by means of the question and answer that there is conceit. When things are conceived as permanent, there is no conceit when they are known to be impermanent. Esome atta, this is myself. Holding on to this belief, this is myself, is clinging with wrong view. This wrong view is held when there is belief that this rupa is one's person everlasting. This rupa is controllable. So that is wrong belief. But when you practice meditation, you see the rupa as it really is, and vipassana knowledge arises. You realize rupa is unstable, it is rising and vanishing all the time, and suffering because it is enduring and subject to change. So at that time there is no more ground to cling to rupa as self, as a living entity. So when yogi knows that rupa cannot be controlled, let everything be pleasant, let everything be good, let nothing be unpleasant, let all good rupas remain permanent. There is nothing for him to cling to as self. So Buddha asks, is it proper to regard this rupa as this is myself? So the 5 bhikkhus answer, no, it is not proper to regard this rupa as this is myself. So why Buddha asked this question? Buddha asked this question because Buddha wants to make it clear that when it is not known that it is changing every instance, rupa is to be clung to as self. When it is known, there is no more clinging. So according to this question, changeableness at every instance should be taken as a characteristic mark of non-self. So yogi are observing the rupa constantly. Yogi have to answer very honestly. Your rupa is permanent or impermanent. You need to answer very honestly. And if you see your rupa impermanent, that rupa is impermanent, and you need to answer it is suffering or pleasant. If you confirm this rupa is suffering, is impermanence bad or good, you have to answer. And if you confirm rupa is bad, is it proper to regard that which is impermanent, which is suffering, which is subject to change? It is proper to regard as this is mine, this is my body, and to get conceited because believing it, this I am, or cling to it with wrong view, this is myself. Vedana niccava anicavati is feeling permanent or impermanent. The group of 5 bhikkhus answer, feeling is not permanent. So yogi experience many feelings. So in the beginning, unpleasant feeling, and then pleasant feeling, and then neutral feeling. 3 kinds of feeling of pleasantness or happiness, feeling of unpleasantness or unhappiness, and feeling of neither pleasantness nor unpleasantness. Ordinary people regard all these 3 types of feeling as being self. It is living substance. Feeling is enduring. Feeling is permanent. They consider. So this is clinging. This clinging is called nivasi atta clinging and vedaka atta clinging. So nivasi atta clinging is belief in a permanent entity or self in one's person. Ordinary people believe that there exists a living entity. There is self in one's body from the time of conception to the time of death. Some people believe that that self continue on enduring even after death. So that is nivasi atta clinging. So how they believe? They believe the same permanent entity in the body is the one that feels the sensation, pleasant or unpleasant. This self also feels pleasant in mind and body. The same self also feels unpleasant and uncomfortable on certain occasions. So they believe the feeling lasts forever. The feeling is enduring. They believe. Actually, it is not so. Yogi observed the feeling very carefully. When yogi feel pleasant, there is no unpleasant feeling and no neutral feeling. When yogi feel unpleasant, there is no pleasant feeling, no neutral feeling. Sometimes yogi feel the neutral feeling, there is no pleasant feeling, no unpleasant feeling. There is no feeling which is everlasting, whether pleasant feeling or unpleasant feeling or neutral feeling. It arises depending on conditions to last for only a moment and then disappears. If we do not practice meditation, we don't know the nature of the feeling. Even we practice, if our meditation is not good, we not understand the real nature of feeling. And we are unable to follow the feeling as they arise. And we think all the three feelings are simultaneously coexistent. While feeling a painful sensation in the body, the person hears some glad news and he feels happy over it. Or he may be enjoying a pleasant sensation in the body, and when he happens to think about an unhappy event, and he feels unhappy. On this occasion, usually he believes that both pleasant and unpleasant feelings are felt at the same time, simultaneously. He believes in this way because he has no ability to distinguish between two minds. He has no ability to distinguish between two feelings, the preceding one as distinct from the following one. In reality, the feelings arise only one at a time, one after another. In the beginning of the sitting, yogi note rising, falling, sitting, and only just neutral feeling, and then painful feeling appears. A yogi gives a concentrated attention to that pain and note that pain continuously. Yogi note patiently that pain, then concentration getting strong. If his concentration is strong enough, the unbearable pain keeps decreasing in intensity even as he is taking note of it. Finally, pain disappears. For some yogi, the pain will vanish completely in a short time as if removed by hand. When there is no unpleasant feeling, yogi comes back to the usual ordinary phenomena of rise and fall of the abdomen. It is to contemplating the neutral feeling. While yogi note the neutral feeling, if pleasant feeling arises, yogi pay attention to that feeling. And similarly, attention should be given to the unpleasant feeling if it happens to arise also. So taking note of the pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, and neutral feeling as they arise, yogi realizes personally these feelings are not everlasting. So there is knowing discriminately each kind of feeling as it occurs in the continuity of the present. In Pali we call santati pichopana. Santati means continuity. Pichopana means present. So yogi practice seriously, and when yogi has advanced up to the stage of knowledge of rise and fall and knowledge of dissolution, yogi view to the feeling more clear. When yogi observes the pleasant feeling, yogi finds pleasant feeling vanishing and coming to an end, section by section, bit by bit. Sometimes yogi observes the ordinary phenomena of rise and fall. Yogi realizes the passing away section by section, bit by bit. Sometimes yogi observe pleasant feeling and neutral feeling appear in turn. Pleasant feeling, neutral. Pleasant feeling, neutral feeling. They are separated. They are not as one continuous phenomena. They are not one continuous process. Sometimes yogi have to observe unpleasant feeling and neutral feeling. So when yogi note the unpleasant feeling and neutral feeling as two distinct feelings, so the yogi observing in this manner perceives each feeling to arise and disappear instantly. So yogi realizes that feeling is not everlasting. So that is knowing the phenomena section by section in terms of moment present. Yogi is watching the phenomena of rising, falling, pain, etc. Yogi see each phenomena section by section, bit by bit, in its momentary present. That is khana pichopana. Khana is momentary and pichopana is present. Now yogi can watch every phenomena occurring at the six senses. Sometimes yogi note good seeing, sometimes bad seeing, sometimes good hearing, sometimes bad hearing, sometimes good touching, sometimes bad touching, sometimes good thinking, bad thinking. And yogi perceive very well how the pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, neutral feeling vanish. They disappear immediately after they have arisen. So yogi can realize with your personal knowledge that all the feelings are of the nature of impermanence. And the group of 5 bhikkhus reached the stage of Sotapanna through contemplating all the feeling, and they surely replied, when Buddha asked, is feeling permanent or impermanent? They replied, feeling is not permanent, Bhante. So we have to recite question and answer of Buddha and 5 bhikkhus. Retreat Manual, page 72, paragraph 7. So follow my recitation first, and after that we recite together. Page 72, paragraph 7. Vedana Nijja va Anijja vati.
Nijja va Nijja vati.
Anijja Bhante.
Anicca bande
Yampana Nijjam.
Yambana niccam
Dukkham Vatam Sukham Vati.
Dukkam vatam sukham vati
Dukkham Bhante.
Dukkam bande
Yampana Nijjam.
Yambana niccam
Dukkham.
Dukkam
Viparinama Dhammam.
Viparinama dhammam
Kalanutam.
Kalam nutam
Samanupasito.
Samanupasitom
Itamama.
Itamama
Esohamasami.
Esohamasmi
Esome attadi.
Esome attati
No hitam bande.
No etam bande.
So we recite together. Vedana Nijja va Anijja vati. Anijja Bhante. Yampana Nijjam. Dukkham Vatam Sukham Vati. Dukkham Bhante. Yampana Nijjam. Dukkham. Viparinama Dhammam Kalanutam Samanupasito Etamama Esohamasami Eso me attati No he tambande. Translation, follow my recitation. Bhikkhus, what do you think? Is feeling permanent or impermanent?
Is feeling permanent or impermanent?
Impermanent, Venerable Sir.
Impermanent, Venerable Sir.
That which is impermanent, is it unsatisfactory or satisfactory?
Is it unsatisfactory or satisfactory?
Unsatisfactory, Venerable Sir.
Unsatisfactory, Venerable Sir.
That which is impermanent, unsatisfactory,
and
subject to change, should it be viewed correctly thus? This is mine. This is me. This is myself. No, Venerable Sir. So we have to end our discourse for today by practicing vipassana meditation, by observing every phenomena occurring at the six senses, by understanding the true nature of feeling. May all practitioners realize the real peace in the very near future. Sadhu.